What's up, folks? Welcome back to the vault. Today's video is going to be focused on the Ecto 1 drop we had on Saturday. I've got a few recorded drops to look at, including my own, so we can get a better idea of what the best strategy is. We got Comic-Con coming up this weekend, and there's probably going to be some awesome drops that we're going to want to get. So I'm going to do a little bit of analysis on these and see if we can come up with the best strategies. And speaking of Comic-Con, we also just got a big update about what VeVe has planned for this weekend. So I'm going to go over that in the Medium article, and also at the end of the video I have a special message for all the cheaters out there on VeVe, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. So let's start off with my drop. I went ahead and recorded my drop this time. I was worried before that it lagged my phone a little bit, but to make up for it, I went ahead and kicked my kid and his friend off the internet for a few minutes during the drop, which I don't usually do, so that kind of canceled each other out. So I do have a recording, even though they weren't very happy about it. So I used the Clockgate 2.0 instigate method, where you hold down the button. I started off at about 8 seconds, and then I let go a little bit after the 0.0 seconds. And you can see here that I got the error message as soon as I let go. I clicked OK and clicked buy now really fast, and I was able to get in there, and I ended up getting the ultra rare. 1052 was my serial number. So the Clockgate 2.0 didn't work out for me, and a lot of people are saying they had the same conclusion when they used it, that they got the error message but they clicked buy now and was able to get it. As I was waiting for the checkout, you can see where the gems left my account from 677 to 557, and I probably could have X'd out right there and went to the next one, and it would have saved me a lot of time. Except for on this drop, there wasn't anything else that I was in a rush to get, except for maybe trying to get another ultra rare, so I went ahead and waited for the green truck this time. But I do think if you click out of that early, as soon as the gems are taken from your account, that you're going to save a lot of time. After I got my ultra rare, I went back and forth several times, probably up to about 10 minutes, and then the buy now button popped up for me a few times, but I was never able to get the second one. Now I don't know if I was not able to get into the queue, or if there is an actual limit there that kicks you out of the queue, so we're not for sure about that. If anybody was able to get 2 ultra rares during the Ecto 1 drop, please let me know so we can find out if that limit stays or if it disappears like it has before in the past. You can see here on this one, this was 9 minutes after the drop ended, and the buy now button popped up again. So maybe if you hadn't gotten one yet and you were going back and forth, that maybe you wouldn't have been able to grab that. Here's another guy's drop who posted it in the Discord, and he tried the Clockgate 2.0 as well. He held down the buy now and he got the error twice. He's button mashing and trying to get in there, and on the third attempt he was able to get in and get his ultra rare. Okay, here's footage of the Gale's drop. He has a YouTube channel and he always films his drops. I've learned a lot of stuff by watching his, and he used a different method. He didn't use Clockgate 2.0. He waited until his timer hit 0 and clicked buy now. And you can see here when he clicked buy now, he got the same error message that we did, as if we clicked in too soon. But on his second attempt, he was able to get into the attempting to reserve queue. However, he didn't get the reservation and got kicked out. So the Gale went back and forth like I was showing you that I did for a few minutes, and you can see here between 1 minute and 2 minutes after the drop began, he got the buy now and was able to purchase his ultra rare. Alright, this drop footage was posted by a longtime VeVe user whose son was attempting to get an ultra rare, I think for the first time, and he clicked buy now right at the second it ended, and he was able to get right into the attempting to reserve queue and got an ultra rare. But if you look again in slow motion, he actually clicked out of the attempting to reserve queue. He X'd out of it, and if you listen to the audio on the video, his dad's saying, "What are you doing?" But it actually worked somehow, which is surprising, and possibly even a hack. You click out of that attempting to reserve queue and you automatically get in there, but I kind of doubt it. Most likely you just went through the same process as everybody else, you just didn't see it by clicking out of that. So from judging from those 4 drop videos, I think what we can determine is that it seems like the in-app timer is about a second slow on most of them. On the 4th guys it wasn't, so that's not necessarily always true. I've been looking at the coordinated universal time clock on time.gov, and it is about a second slower than the in-app timer as well, and it's possible that that's the exact clock that VeVe uses. So I think on the next drop I might even wait a second past when my in-app timer ends and go instead by the coordinated universal time and click when that hits 0, and maybe I'll get something that way. So it's hard to say yet if Clockgate 2.0, holding the button down before the drop starts, is effective or not. It seems like I said, the timer's slow, so unless somebody holds longer to find out, then we won't know for sure. Some people think that maybe that error message is preloaded into the button whenever you hold it down like that, and no matter how long you hold it, that's the message you're going to get when you let go. I don't necessarily think that's true, but if somebody wants to hold it down for 3 or 4 seconds after the drop begins, then go for it and let us know how it turns out. Alright guys, VeVe just dropped a big Medium article today announcing that they're going to be the official NFT and digital collectible partner of the Comic-Con at Home Metaverse experience this year. So that's really big news. They're going to be using the Future Tech Labs platform, and they're going to allow people to go to Comic-Con through virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality. It's going to be really interesting to see how this turns out, but some of the stuff that they mentioned in this article is that on July 21st, on Wednesday, Comic-Con is going to update their website with this new banner that's going to have VeVe's logo on it, and it's going to give you a link to enter the metaverse. And that's going to allow people to get in there on the Comic-Con weekend and to attend events, whether it be with their Oculus Quest, is what I'm probably going to try to do, or with augmented reality glasses, or on their phone with augmented reality. It's going to be really interesting to see some of the videos and experiences that come out of this. It says here in the article, once inside the Comic-Con home metaverse, you can explore the environment and find the VeVe digital exhibit. When you see others in the Comic-Con home metaverse, tell them or scan the QR at the VeVe digital exhibit to download the VeVe app. And of course they pointed out what we already expected, that they're going to have a lot of the Comic-Con exclusives, and they also said that it's going to be some new brands, so that's pretty exciting. And they let everybody know in order to access the drops, all you have to do is have the VeVe app. You don't even necessarily need to be signed up for Comic-Con or their website to have a membership. All you have to do is be a member and to pay attention to their socials so you'll know when the drops happen. They said in the AMA last week that they expect to have drops all 3 days of Comic-Con, which is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and even multiple drops on those days. So I'm expecting up to maybe 6 drops, so get your gems up. I think you're going to need about 400 or 500 gems if you want to participate in all of them and go for the ultra rares, but that's only if you're lucky enough to get all those ultra rares and you don't sell any of those ultra rares. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity of getting some great drops, of making some big gems, and having a good time. So I'm pretty excited about what's coming up this weekend for sure. Alright guys, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I have a message for the cheaters on VeVe, the people who use bots and emulators, and people know I don't like cheaters, so they probably expected something mean or rude, but on the contrary, I actually have some good news for those people. A lot of people have contacted me about using their emulators and getting their accounts banned, as they should, and that they have hundreds and hundreds of collectibles on there, so they're very upset about it. And surprisingly, it seems like VeVe is starting to contact some of them and give them some good news. You can see here from this leaked email where he says that this person has been disabled for using bots, and it also says that once the team has put anti-bot measures in place, it's likely that your account will be re-enabled and you'll receive an email from the team, but they're still waiting on confirmation of the next steps from management. And then a couple days later, that same person sent me another email they received. And this one also says your account was identified as using a bot emulator or a script, but then it says we've reviewed your account and have re-enabled access. However, please remember that we don't support the use of bots, scripts, or emulators, or any activity that violates the terms of service. So it looks like these people are getting their accounts back with their collectibles, and that VeVe feels like they've secured the app enough with this new drop system that they don't have to worry about this as much as they did in the past. So the app's getting stronger, security is getting tighter, and we got Comic-Con coming up, so we got a lot more users probably going to join the platform. It's an exciting time to be on the app, but make sure you get your drop strategy down pat and get ready for this weekend's Comic-Con. If anybody has any different drop strategies or experiences they want to share, you can put them in the comments or contact me on social media, and I still have time for another drop strategy video before Comic-Con if we find out anything new. So good luck everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. It just starts in 3 minutes. Just give me a minute. It'll be over with. Hopefully I can get something.